Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we actually finished off my favorite chapter of the game, learned the truth about Swain, found out what happened to the original Emperor of Hamlin, and also found out why Markuson is on the throne. But in this episode, like promised, we're actually going to be focusing solely on the side quest of Hamlin, but if you are only watching for the story, I do recommend you skip to episode 20, which will come out the next time I post. But for today, we're going to be focusing solely on the side quests, like promised. But there is a stipulation to this episode. Due to the fact that there's just so many missions for Hamlin, once you actually get here and finish off the chapter, I believe we should probably make the bounty hunt missions a montage-like thing at near the end of the episode, since they really don't matter that much, and I usually just barely gloss over them anyways for the bounty hunts. I think it would be better if we do it that way, and then we'll end the episode on, I believe, Derwin's mission and the gentleman with the diary. I think that would be the perfect place to end the episode once we come back. So, after the montage, it will be that stuff. So, with that, let's actually start on today's episode. So we got a bunch of stuff we gotta do. So we got this whole section here. We actually have to go all the way back to Castaway Cove, Al Mamoon, Ding Dong Dell, and even the Fairy Grounds for that one mission we missed out in the Fairy Grounds earlier. So with that, let's actually continue our story. And just in case, I'm gonna do a nice save too, just in case so I remember. Okay, so first off's first. There's nothing quite like an honest day's work, except for an honest afternoon nap. I'm feeling rather sleepy. Oi, wake up, you idle lump. I pay you to work. Come on, chop chop. I'm sorry, governor. What's gone into you lately? Sleeping on the job? I ask you. Any more of that nonsense, you'll be on for the high jump. Right, governor. I'll roll up my sleeves and work hard. I promise. Hey, wake up, mister. Your boss will fire you if you don't. Oi, you. Do you want this job or not? Yes, I love my work. It's just that when I get sleepy, I can't resist, I've got it. What a sleeping beauty is missing is a good old-fashioned restraint. If he keeps hitting the sack, he'll end up getting the sack. So what's the plan, Ollie boy? Asleep on the job, a Hamlin shop worker is having trouble staying awake while working, and is in danger of losing his job. Restore restraint and stop him from falling asleep. Yes. So, I'm going to say this now, we're actually going to get 2 merit rewards by the end of this episode, and that's not even a joke. Maybe even 3. I don't know how much we'll get by the end, because I've done the bounty hunt missions already, so I already know how far we're going to get, but I don't know if it's going to actually get us to get 3 of them. If we can, that'd be good. But let's see here. We can't let him lose his job. We have to help him. There's no time to lose, man. Let's restore his restraint and fast. Yeah, let's definitely do that. And let's just give him a little bit of his restraint, and 1 mission is already done. And also we have a bunch of places to grab hearts too, by the way. There's one all the way at the end of Ding Dong Dell near the castle, and you have to run all the way over there just to get there. Thankfully, Hamlin has a teleport for the halfway mark now. Now that we beat the chapter, you can actually teleport from the main starting area all the way over to the town's little street, which is pretty cool. It's the only place I know of in all chapters that have that, which is, it's nice for this place, because this place is huge. Huh? What was I doing? This is a place of work, not a hotel. So you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at least. I was worried you'd snore me out of business. There'll be no more of this napping nonsense. I'm ready to pull up my socks, roll up my sleeves, and get to work. I owe you gentlemen my thanks. This isn't much, but I will let you have it. A drowsy drops gem. I believe that puts people to sleep. It's always good. It actually makes a lot of sense, and we got 3 stamps and a bonus. That's always nice. Thank you, sir. Can't open this even though we have the Mornstar wand. We can't actually open that until I believe once you actually get it fully fixed, I think. Because I tried to spring lock that open and it just won't let me do it. So we're actually going to just gloss over that for now and come back later. And hopefully I'll be able to get something pretty good from that. Maybe not on episode, but I hope it's something decent. So let's see here. Well, there you have it. It was all an utter waste of time. A waste of time? What do you mean, sir? It's my sister, you see. She has always been poorly, and I have devoted my life to trying to find a cure. Gee, it sounds like you've both had a hard time. I hope you find that cure for her soon. I was on the verge of completing a remedy I found. I felt sure would cure her, but now I wonder why I bothered. Huh? But you were nearly there. I feel it has been a fruitless exercise. All those years I've wasted. Bah. Perhaps nothing can be done for her. I am not going to spend the rest of my life on a fool's errand. I did my best, but it is over, and she must accept that. Mr. Drippy, I think this man might be...
There's sharp, bully boy. You've got it in one. He's heartbroken and no mistake. Lacking kindness he is.
A sister's savior. A young man from Hamlin is being uncharacteristically unkind to his little sister. Restore this man's kindness so he can continue his work. Yes, sirree. That's an easy one. We already have the kindness, so that's always good. If things stay like this, his sister will never get well, and he'll never be happy. We have to do something.
That is good of you, Wally boy. Now remember, it's kindness we're after. Scribble it in on your hand or something, so you don't forget.
Okay, we'll definitely do that.
Hang on. You've got a spot of kindness by there, ain't it? Ollie boy. Well, what are you waiting for, Cask of Heartman?
Okay, and let's give him a little piece of heart. And that should be this mission done. And actually, this mission actually evolves into a second mission, because you can actually help him out twice. And the second time is actually to help out his sister, which is pretty cool. What in the world have I been playing at? Dawdling here while my dear sister suffers. Nito, you got your kindness back. Now you're cured. It's time to go cure your sister. You have my deepest gratitude. Now on with my research. But it's almost slipped my mind. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation for your sterling work. You have saved 2 lives today. Yep, we did. And 2 bottles of Pixie Dew. Always nice. I believe that's a 200 HP heal, if I remember correctly. That's the one that we got from Alchemy, I think. And there we go. Errand completes. 1 merit card down. A bunch more to go. And let's go and accept his other missions, since we can do that now as well. This calamity. My supplies have run dry. I was so close to finishing. Is something wrong, sir? I was on the verge of completing this medicine for my poor ailing sister, but I have run out of ingredients. Jeez, what rotten luck. You must be real worried about her, huh? Yes, indeed I am. At present, she is convalescing in Castaway Cove, but if I could cure her, she could come home and live with me. You mean she's stuck there until you finish making her medicine? Jeepers, no wonder you're working so hard. I actually have a small favor to ask you, if I may. Would you be so kind to collect some feel-good fungus for me? A Hamlin researcher is beside himself with worry, as he lacks the materials needed to make his medicine for his ailing sister. Agree to help him with his research? Help the researcher with his problem, making medicine. Yes, I would. This is actually another one of the ones we'll be doing at the end of the episode, because, 1, you have to leave town to get it, and also, 2, it's a little bit longer than the other quests that we're going to be doing today. So we'll do that one near the end, after the montage as well. You would? Oh, that would simply be splendid. That would be a huge help. You should find feel-good fungus growing in the forest to the west of the city. Okay, sir. Leave it to us. Thank you so much. No problem, buddy. We'll be back with you near the literal end of this episode, so I'll see you, far in the future from now, honestly. Okay, so far so good. We're done with that half of the map for now. But we do have to make our way over here now, since we have Dewey and we also have this guard over here, so let me make sure, because there is one thing we do need to grab real quick, and we actually need a specific familiar for later, which I need to grab right now, so it saves us some time here. So if we actually drop off our shade here that we got in the previous episode, it's honestly better if we grab our Sunshine familiar. This was actually the first, I believe, one of the first familiars I actually recruited, but it was off camera though. But let's see here, grab him for later, and I guess we can talk to Dewey now, but we'll be finishing his later.
Oh, it's you. It seems our paths have crossed once again. I predicted that you would come this way, of course, and that is why I took the liberty of lining up a task for you.
Oh, hi, Derwin. What is it that you want from us to help you with?
I think you'll find it's along the same lines as last time. To assist me in a vital research, I require that you bring me 3 very specific creatures. Now do you wish to help me the progress of science, or hinder it?
Derwin has moved on to Hamlin in search of more creature data. Mechanical creatures. Agree to help Derwin with his research. Yes. And there we go. So what you need for this one, I believe it's a Clickety Clank, a Tin Man, and a Sprong Cog. I think those are the 3 in specific, and I'm pretty sure I just got it right. Yeah, that's actually it. Oh, I remembered it. Hey, that works out. But cool.
Good. That was the correct answer. I shall proceed, and I have always wanted to research certain curious creatures that inhabit this area.
What kind of creatures are they, Derwin?
I applaud your curiosity. The creatures in question belong to automonogenesis, but about which science still has much to learn. In the name of progress, I would like you to find me a large mechanical creature,
a Tin Man,
a small mechanical creature,
a Clickety Clank,
and finally a creature that takes the form of a brown cog.
And that would be the Sprong Cog. Cool, perfect.
It goes without saying that it will not suffice it to simply stash these specimens in a familiar retreat. No, you must bring all 3 of these creatures to me together.
Okay, we'll see you later, Derwin. That'll be near the very end of this episode. Also, I'm just making sure, because there's also this teleport here. I guess we could have went left first, but it's fine. Actually, you know what? Since we have to come back up here anyways, let's actually go to these ones first, because it'll save us a little bit of time. So, it's the merchant again, and this time they got another problem for us.
But first I'm going to fill my face with cake, and then I'll eat ice cream till it comes out of my ears, and then...
Hey, haven't you had enough? You can't go on, eating like this, dear.
Flipping it, she's got an appetite on her, ain't she?
Yeah, I wonder why she's so hungry.
We've saved up a bit of money, haven't we? Let me enjoy it.
What are you on about? We scrimped and saved that money to open our dream shop. Carry on like this and we'll be back where we started, without 2 guilders to rub together. There is no doubt about it. It's restraint this lady's lacking. If we don't do something sharpish, their hopes and dreams will disappear into their gob.
Okay, a hearty appetites. One of the traveling merchants is having trouble controlling her appetites. Okay, and restore her missing restraint before she bursts. Perfect. Okay, let's grab that one now. Sure, Mr. Drippy. We need to give her some restraint fast. Okay, so we actually have that for her.
And I've finished all the ice cream. I'm going to get started on the cake.
Oh, actually, we don't have that. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through this guy since I already said that I would normally skip through these anyway, so we'll just go straight right through that. So, we've already made this a rule. We're just gonna skip over the green heart missions, because honestly, you don't get anything other than the piece of heart, so honestly, just skipping over these people doesn't really bother me too much. And I hope you guys don't mind that, because I've done that since the second one, I think we did. Yeah, I think that's when we started doing that. But yeah, it just saves me a lot of time by skipping over those, because there's just so many, and you really don't get a reward for doing the green ones. So honestly, it just gives me a little bit of, extra time to work with, because then I can work strictly on the missions themselves, because that's the whole point of these episodes. Not the grabbing the pieces of heart in general, because those aren't part of the actual episode. Those are just extra things that are required in order to actually complete the mission that you're doing, but there's no order, and there's always some that you can't do until the next chapter, because you don't always have all the pieces of heart that you need until you get to, the next chapter. There's a lot of those missions. I believe there's, one in every chapter that you have to wait till the next chapter to be able to do for some reason. But, let's see here.
Oh, I feel all warm and tingly inside, but also a little full. Whatever have I been doing? This money was to get our dream shop off the ground, and I can't just keep eating into our savings.
There you go, right as rain she is. And it's all thanks to yours truly. You owe me one, missus, and no mistake.
Mr. Drippy, you can't say that.
It's fine, he's right. We owe you a lot.
Oh wait, that's her.
You've helped us through a tough patch yet again. Here, take this. It's our way of saying thank you.
3 scoops of ice cream and 500 guilders. Okay, I'll definitely take that. 3 more stamps. Easy peasy. Okay, now we got Horace. I believe I know what his puzzle is, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure it out in a second. I'll know exactly which one it is based on how he talks.
It's nice to see you again, Ollie. The city is quite something, isn't it? Have you ever seen so many machines? If your idea of fun is tinkering with cogs and gaskets, this is the place for you.
It sure is.
Oh, so you like machines. I'm really keen on having a familiar from the automated jet family myself. And speaking of familiars, it looks like you built up quite a monster lingerie.
Yeah, I guess. But it was mostly Esther. She sure is good with the critters.
Well, maybe she can help you with the next question then. I think you're going to like it. Somewhere in your Wizard's Companion, there's a picture of the Wizard Wars, and once raged throughout the land. Squint hard at it, and you'll find some great examples of creatures from the Automata Genesis. My question is, how many creatures from the Automata Genesis are in the picture? And you're no stranger to familiars. I'm sure you'll get it right away. So let me know when you've got the answer for me.
Okay, we can definitely do that. I'll just skim over that real quick since I do know the answer, but we do have to find the page, and I can find it right away. This is actually the page, so Wizard Wars. So the answer is how many automatas are how many of the automata species is actually on the page itself, and look at that, it's the conductor. Hey buddy, long time no see, I didn't even know you were on the Wizard War page. But yeah, so the answer is actually 5. So if you were to look over here, you would see a couple metal familiars over and over in all different spots, like the megalith here, the Tin Man right here. I don't know where all the others are, but this is I know the answer though, so we'll just type in 5 real quick, and we'll be done with Horace's mission.
Did you find that picture on the Wizard Wars in your Wizard's Companion? And how many creatures from the Automata Genesis did you find?
I found 5. And there we go.
You got it, Ollie. Maybe that was too easy. As you can tell from the picture, machines existed even from the time of Wizard Wars.
Say Horace, what were the Wizard Wars?
I know this one. They were those legendary wars from 1,000 years ago, ain't it?
If you think tragedy on a giant scale is legendary, then I suppose you could say that, yes. The picture doesn't do it justice, really. But I suppose it's for the best and nothing survived the show. How terrible it really was.
That is strange. He's speaking like he saw it with his own 2 eyes, man.
So you're wondering how I know the picture isn't accurate. Can you work it out, I wonder?
How the heck are we supposed to know?
Well, never mind. The important thing is that you answer my question, Ollie. Here's your reward.
Ooh, we got a new thing. Chart chest. Oh, yeah, I forgot this was an ability. Okay, this is gonna be good. Use the spell to reveal locations of nearby treasure chests that connects, the contents of which may well prove useful during the wizardly education. There are certain provisions that can only be found in these chests, and coming across a real rarity by no means is unheard of. I'll definitely take that. Gee, thanks, Horace.
Now I think it's about time I had a look around this mechanical metropolis, so I'll be off. When I get tired of all the smoke and noise, I'll be ready to try an island with a little more in the way of a natural beauty. See you again soon.
Okay, see you again soon, buddy. I forgot where he goes next. I think he goes to Yule, maybe? I could be wrong, though. It's a specific island, honestly, and I don't remember where it is. Oh, it could be, the Sky Pirates, location. But I'm not entirely sure based on my memory. I think it is, though. I think that's where we'll see him next, so let's see here.
Oi, you in the Cape. Just where in the world do you come from?
Me, sir? Where do I come from? Well, you see, the thing is...
Can't give me a straight answer, huh? I've got it. You're a spy, aren't you?
Huh? A spy? No, sir. That's not it at all.
That's quite enough for your back chat. I know a spy when I smell one. Hold on. You're another one, aren't you? I've uncovered a whole spy ring. You're accusing the Lord High Lord of the Fairies of being a spy, a lovable character like me. Enough of your chatter. You're not from Hamlin, therefore you're a spy. End of bleeding story. Oh, darn it. Either way, the god's broken-hearted or I'm a flipping spy. The suspicious so-and-so's lost his belief in people, ain't it? If we don't do something, we'll be in another proper pickle.
A piggy paranoia. A Hamlin guard has become suspicious of everyone he sees, and refuses to let anyone in or out of his town. He didn't really stop us, we kinda walked up to him for that one. But, okay, we'll definitely take it. Jeepers, what if he stops letting people through the gates? We have to find him some of his belief. Okay, definitely can do.
Come on, Ollie boy, you know the drill. Cast give heart and give this god his belief back.
Okay, let's give him his belief back, and then we can head down to the bottom half of the town, because we still got a bunch of little missions to do down there. So let's just give him his belief back, and then we can head down there, and we'll be pretty much done with Hamlin for the time being until the end of the episode, because we'll be coming back here.
I say, what in the world have I been doing?
Nito, it looks like you're back to normal.
I'm sorry I doubted your intentions. I don't know what came over me. By the way of an apology, I'd like to give you this.
3 slices of game pie. I believe that's for accuracy, and I don't really need to worry about that, but thanks, I guess. 3 more stamps. Thank you. Okay, now we need to head down to the bottom half of the map. So, down in this little portal and down to the main street. And then we can start working on the bottom stuff, because there's a couple things down here. Okay, let's see here. We got 4 missions here. One of which we technically can't do because we're not going to have courage for him. But we'll at least grab it for now. Hey, buddy.
Drat and damnation. I'm not a man. Why must I always lose my nerve?
What's the matter, sir?
It's a sorry tale. I'm afraid there is a young lady who I have known since the earliest days. And I had planned to ask her for her hand in marriage.
Jeepers, that sure sounds romantic.
Romantic, far from it, I'm afraid. I cannot muster the courage and say a single word in her presence. I have known her for all my life, and yet now I find myself going out of my way to avoid her.
Mr. Drippy, I'm kind of new to stuff like this. Is this normal, or...
Sounds like a clear cut of lack of courage to me. This poor lad's broken-hearted. And what are we going to do about it, Ollie boy?
A proposal postponed. I don't know why I said propel. A Hamlin man has suddenly become terrified of the woman he wants to marry. Give him the courage he needs to propose, and grab it for later. We can't actually do this one because I know how much pieces of heart we have, and courage is one of the things we're going to be lacking later. And I'm just going to say this now, we're going to leave this guy for the next side mission episode, as well as the alchemy mission that is available now. But the thing is we can't get jade marbles yet, unless we, shoot enemies and steal them from, a random island that I don't think we're really ready for yet. So I feel like we have to skip over that one for now as well. Well, gee, we can't just leave him like this. We have to give him back his courage.
That's the spirit. You're a proper gentleman, Ollie boy.
Okay, done with that one. And let's talk to our little old buddy that's always in every town.
I say it's you, dear boy. It feels like an absolute age since our jaunt on the delightful fairy island. What? You have impeccable timing, you know.
We do?
10 guilders since he lost his flipping diary again.
But how?
Looks like I won our little bet, don't I, Ollie boy? Careless so-and-so.
I'm most dreadfully ashamed. I was merely pootling along the open road when some loudish monsters assailed me. I took fright and fled to the city, and the nearest outpost of the civilization I could find.
And then you thought you'd write all about it in your precious diary, only to find the thing had gone missing again, am I right?
Precisely, my gift to literature had vanished once again, but you'll help me find it, won't you, old bean? Notes from the tracks. A man visiting Hamlin is rather flustered after misplacing his diary, yet again. Agree to look for the missing diary, and it's honestly worth it because you get 5 stamps. That's basically half a merit card, so honestly it's worth it all on its own. So let's grab that for later. Perfect. We'll do that once we actually leave town, because we'll do that one and then we'll do a small skip till we get to each and every town, because there's a specific order I want to do because it makes it easier to do this. So let's see here. Well, I guess we can we can help you find it again, mister. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
You will? Oh, I say, that really is awfully good of you. Hold on a mun. If you were being chased by monsters, you could have dropped it just about flipping anywhere.
Well, I think I can enlighten you as much as a general locale. At the time of the incident, I had happened upon the most intriguing little mine. Overcome by curiosity, I couldn't help by popping up in for a quick poke around, and that's when the beast arrived. So you got surrounded by monsters? Yes, that's about the size of it. So if I were to hazard a guess, I would say the diary is on the railway tracks near the mine's entrance. So it's on the railroad tracks near the entrance to a mine. Got it. I really am most grateful, dear boy. We'll see you we'll see him again at the end of the episode, but we will be getting his diary very soon, though. So let's hear. Hello.
Oh dear me. This simply will not do. They will never be ready in time.
What's the matter, ma'am?
Oh, young man, I'm quite in a predicament. I just wanted to give my mother flowers for her birthday, but this plant just won't blossom. Her birthday is just around the corner, and yet this stubborn plant refuses to cooperate.
No wonder the poor dam's flustered. Her mom's going to be none too pleased.
Couldn't you put your head together and come up with some way to help me?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm afraid I don't know much about flowers.
Come on, Ollie boy, you're a wizard, ain't it? With flipping magic and everything. There must be something you can do.
Magic, you say? Oh, please, help me out. I will be ever so grateful.
A flower in the fug. A Hamlin lady wants to give her mother a flower for her birthday, but it doesn't look like it will blossom in time. Solve the woman's problems using one of your spells. Okay, we'll definitely take that. Okay, I'll try, it would be too bad if your mother was disappointed on her birthday.
Thank you ever so much, young man. I'm counting on you.
Okay, let's check out her plant then.
Hold on a minute, didn't you have a spell that makes plants grow quicker?
Yeah, we do, actually. That would be quicken growth, so let's do that one real quick. And this is the reason why we needed that familiar, by the way.
Blooming marvelous. Hang about. It didn't flipping work.
You're right, Mr. Drippy. Maybe I should try it one more time.
It's no use, Ollie boy, using that spell willingly. It will just shorten the poor plant's life.
Oh, how awful. We wouldn't want that.
I reckon what this plant needs is a decent dose of sunshine.
I'm afraid that sunshine is rather short supplied here in Hamlin. Oh, this plant will never blossom.
Don't get in a twist, missus. There may be another solution, like. I forget where I heard it, but someone said something about a very interesting creature that looks just like the sun.
That's it. We could just get that critter to shine its light on the plant. It might blossom.
There sharp you are. That's just what I was saying, Ollie boy.
Okay, let's go find it. Okay, and just click on the plant, we have it. We found you the next best thing to sunshine, ma'am.
How extraordinary. It really does look just like the sun.
Let's get it to shine its light on your plants. Okay, and just like so, the plant is done, and done goes that mission. And if you really need to take another look at it, I will show which familiar you need, just in case, just to get like a full-on view of it, because I know I barely did show it off. Nito, the flowers are blooming.
You're not wrong, Ollie boy. Feast your eyes on the most beautiful blooms.
Oh, they are simply exquisite. My mother will be over the moon.
Swell. We got the plant to flower in the time for your mother's birthday.
Thank you ever so much, young man. I would be honored if you would accept this.
A purifying pulse gem and 1,000 guilders. Thank you. And 5 whole stamps. Thank you. That's another merit card. Just like so. Easy peasy. Okay, so if you want to see which specific familiar need this if you're following along, you just need one of these little sunshine familiars. They're actually really nice and easy to get. You can get them over by Alma Moon. They're literally one of like the easiest familiars to find in that location. So if you that's the only thing that you really need for that. And I believe there's one more mission over here, so let's go over to this guy and then we'll be done with Hamlin for pretty much now.
Confound it all! I'm coming to the end of my tether.
What's the matter, sir? You don't look too happy.
I devote my every week and hour to inventing new machines, to do my bit to hasten this majestic march of progress. I know there are limits to what one man can achieve, but I simply cannot trust my feckless assistants.
You can't do it all on your own, sir. You need other people to help you.
If I can only afford that luxury, if I were to leave my assistants to their own devices, they would steal my data and sell it to the highest bidder.
Gee, I feel like kinda sorry for this assistance of his. If only I could convince him to give him a chance.
Save your breath, Ollie boy. This fellow here is broken-hearted, and it's a belief that's in short supply. If we don't help him, he'll go treating his poor assistants like dirt, and scupper his research into the bargain.
Okay, researchers on the rocks. A Hamlin researcher has lost all faith in his assistants, and is unable to continue his research. Restore his belief so he can trust his assistants again. Yes, sirree, grab that for later. Come on, Mr. Drippy, let's go help him get his research back on track.
That is good of you. Now we just need to find ourselves a bit of belief.
I believe we already have that, so let's make sure. No, I don't, so we need to go find some of that. I believe we can get that from the guy up here, so let's go do that real quick. We'll just skip through his dialogue like we normally do, since the Green Heart missions, honestly, don't really give you anything, and sometimes the conversations you get from them are interesting, but all they're really telling you is, hey, we got this, I'm having a good time, and take my heart, please, and give it to somebody else that really needs it, basically. So we'll just grab that for now, and then go back to what we were doing. There we go, a little bit of belief, and then we can go back to that guy again. Just like so. I wish I remembered that we needed that specific one. Okay, so let's go head back down there. I believe that guy's working on, like, machinery or something, and he's, like, really happy and, happy about the, how Hamlin's progressing as a, country now that, the king is back to normal. I think that's what the belief is for him specifically, if I remember. It's been a long time since I've read that specific one. Alright, I'm gonna cast, Give Heart and give this man his belief back. Okay, and just a little bit of Give Heart. And just like so, give him his belief, and we are pretty much done with Hamlin for now. And then we'll be back here at the end of the episode, but we still need to go grab his notebook real quick, so we'll do that real quick. And then we'll go and do a small cut to each and every location we're going to.
I must have been daydreaming. How could I, when there's so much research to be done? I can't leave it all in my faithful assistants.
Well, sir, it looks like you've got your belief back.
My memory is rather hazy, but I feel certain that you have done something important for me. I must show you my gratitude, if you would do me the honor of accepting this small token.
3 soft scoops of ice creams have been completed, and 3 stamps. Thank you, and there we go. Perfect. Okay. So, in order to actually get to where we get the notebook, we can actually just use the Hamlin travel spell, and we can actually just teleport straight outside, which is really nice. That's one of the reasons why I was super happy to get the travel spell in the first place. Okay, so, as you can see, we can see a couple of the bounty hunt missions while we're walking around. So that's one of the ones we'll be doing in that little montage, the Steam Man over there. And then we also, I don't think we could see the other 2 from here. There's one called a Fug, I think, or a Fog, or something like that. And then there's also a big, huge, like, I think Flavius Maximus, I think its name is. And it's a big old Yeti-looking thing that's on this island. Look, Mr. Drippy, it's the gentleman's diary.
What the heck was he thinking, hanging about on these tracks by here?
It sure is lucky we found it, huh? Come on, let's give it back to him. And just like so, we're done with the Traveler's Diary. It's a really easy one to find. But just like that, we need to actually head all the way to the... Let's see here, I think the Fairy Grounds is one that I need to do. So actually, we could just do a quick travel for that one. We don't need to do a cut for that one, since basically Fairy Grounds is this one of the smaller locations, even though I did say it was kind of big. The reason why I was saying it was big was because of how small the fairy people are, except for the mother, of course. But that was the reason why I said it was such a big place, because it is a really big place for a small town of people, with the amount of people that there are here as well. Like, look how many, actually, the map didn't even show what I was trying to show, but as you can see, there's a ton of fairies here, in such a small area. It's technically really big, in a way, if you think of it like that. But this was the one we could do real quick. A service without a smile. Oh wait, we don't have the kindness. So I'll be right back, and I'll be in one of the places we need to go to. So BRB, boys and girls. Okay, now that we're in Alma Moon, we can actually do our next mission. Because there's going to be missions all around, and this is one of those ones that are outside in multiple different areas. We gotta go all the way to Ding Dong Dell, Alma Moon, Castaway Cove, and even the Fairy Grounds for all our missions. So there's gonna be a couple cuts here and there to get to each and every location, since some are in very far areas. Like Ding Dong Dell's over by the castle, and you have to do like about like a minute walk just to even get there in the first place. So it's easier to just skip over that, so you guys can follow along perfectly, honestly. So let's see here. Oh, I just can't stop worrying. Have I lost her forever? What's wrong? You seem kind of upset. It's my beloved. I just can't help thinking that she has given her heart to another.
Hey, going behind your back, you mean? Have you got proof, like?
No, I have no proof. She lives many leagues from here, in my homeland. We met only rarely.
Well, if you got no proof, what are you doubting her for? That's not very nice, is it?
But she's so beautiful. Her eyes are like the stars themselves. I just know that other suitors must be flocking to her door. Oh, I'm so worried I can't think. Gee, he's in a real bad way. If only he could learn to trust her.
That's exactly what he can do, Ollie boy. Broken-hearted he is, suffering from what you would want a little belief. We can't leave the poor lad like this. We've got to help him out, ain't it?
A suspicious mind. A young Mamuni man has been driven to distraction by doubts over his beloved fidelity. Restore his belief to put his mind at ease. Yes, sirree, and let's grab that for now.
That's decided then. Let's go get this boy a bit of heart to bolster his belief in the beloved.
Okay, let's give it to him. I guess I better cast Give Heart and hand over the belief, huh? Yes, I should. So let's give him his belief, and just like so, we are done. If you're wondering where I got this specific belief, from the last time I saw you guys, it was actually in the Fairy Grounds. That one green, fairy mission in the Fairy Grounds was actually for belief, funnily enough. So that's actually perfect.
I don't feel worried anymore. How could I have doubted my beloved? I've been a complete fool. That you have, my lad. There's no denying it. Fretting like that won't get you in nowhere.
You're right. Thank you so much. I have regained my faith in my dear, beautiful beloved. I must give you something to say thank you. Here, will this do? 3 frosty flans and 350 guilders. All or 750, oops. And there we go. 3 more stamps. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, because I have to go to Ding Dong Dell next, and there's a big walk there, I'll be right back, so BRB, boys and girls. Okay, now that we're over by Ding Dong Dell Castle, we can actually go and do our 2 other missions. So first is the Grimalkin.
School again? How perfectly boring.
What's wrong? You know every kid has to go to school, right?
But it's such an awful lot of work. I just can't see the purpose of it all. Whatever is wrong with me, I wonder? Until yesterday, I loved going to school and playing with the other children.
Looks like we got ourselves a broken-hearted little lady.
Really? You think she's broken-hearted?
Do I ever lacking enthusiasm she is? Or if I'm not tall and handsome? Well, lolly boy, are you going to help her or what?
A young lady, or young girl, who lives in Ding Dong Dell can no longer be bothered to go to school, restore enthusiasm, and help her enjoy school again. School's in session. I'll definitely grab that. Her friends must sure be worried about her, huh? And she can't go on to cutting class. We have to do something.
Then it's enthusiasm hunting time for you, my lad. Get to it.
We already have that, so let's give it on to her. And just like so, give her a little piece of heart that she's missing, and we're all done with that mission. Easy. And if you're wondering where you got the kindness and the belief from, I actually got it from Ding Dong Dell. If you're wondering where that is, because those are the 2 that you can grab in this chapter.
What time is it? Oh no, I'm going to be late. How perfectly terrible.
Then you should get going. I bet your friends can't wait to see you at school.
I will, thank you, boy. Oh, here, it's a little present to say thanks. Thank you.
3 handfuls of chocolate bonbons and 750 guilders. Thank you. School's in session is now finished. And just like so. Oh, also, I should mention this now since we're walking over to our next mission. This is going to be where we're going to be using our courage on, but there's also another thing. We're actually going to be getting a metamorphosis this episode, and that's going to be during the, the montage, because I did the montage first. I did that yesterday while I didn't do any recordings, because I need to make sure how long this episode was going to last if I were to do every single mission. And let me just say, it would have been like a 2-hour to 3-hour episode. And honestly, it's probably better that I cut it up like that, to be completely honest. Because the missions are far away from each other. And all the bounties are far away from each other. And we don't have the easiest way of getting to them. Unless we get the ability to fly, which we'll be getting in the next chapter. But I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because it's still technically a secret, unless you watch, like, the mini trailer that's in the, preview of the game. When you first start up the game, you can see what is the flying contraption in this game. But every game in the Kuni series has a flying contraption, so honestly, that's obviously was going to happen at some point, but, if you're wondering, the actual person getting metamorphosis is actually going to be Hollow. You're going to see the opposite version of which one we're going to be doing in the montage, because I wanted to try out both of them just to see which one I liked. I ended up finding that I liked the healing version more, honestly, because it gives more magical attack. So hopefully it's going to be good. Both get 5 movement speed, by the way. So it goes from a 4 movement speed to a 5 movement speed easily. And it's actually the fastest thing we have on our team once we actually get that. So we'll be using that in the next episode for sure. So that's gonna be cool. It's called a midday Flutterbee, if I remember correctly, and the other one we're using in the montage is called the Midnight Flutterbee, I think. It's more attack based and more evasion based. It's not special attack, which is weird, which I've been so used to. So it's not really that good, the midnight version, but the midday one is actually really good, and it comes with healing abilities as well, which is really good. But let's see here. Hey, sir.
I'm just not cut out for this monster hunting. Maybe it's time I called it a day. The soldier life just isn't for me anymore.
But Sergeant, why would you say such a thing, all of a sudden? Is everything okay? It's a sergeant. He suddenly started talking about giving up soldiering.
I just don't want to have any fight left in me, and the beasts scare me.
Don't say that. What happened to you? You used to be the bravest of us all. Huh? Say, Mr. Drippy, you don't think the sergeant lost his courage, do you?
He certainly seems to be broken-hearted, ain't it? What do you want to do about it, Ollie boy?
Yes, I do. I want to grab it. Strength to soldier on. A senior Ding Dong Dell soldier finds himself wholly unable to summon the courage to fight monsters. Restore his courage and make him a real soldier once more. Okay, let's grab it. Leave it to us. The sergeant will be the bravest soldier again. Soon. I promise.
Do you really think you can help him? No sweat, man. We'll go and grab a bit of courage and be back before you know it.
Yep, sirree. And we actually have that for you, so let's give it on to him. And then we'll be done with Ding Dong Dell for now, as well. So, honestly, good. And then we can head over to Castaway Cove, I believe should be the next one, since there's a small area we need to go for that one. Why whatever's going on here? We should be out on patrol.
Sergeant, you're back.
Neato, we saved him, huh?
Thank you so much. I don't know how you managed it, but the sergeant's back to his old self. It's not much, but please, accept this by way of thanks.
A blunt gem and 750 guilders. Always nice. 3 more stamps. Easy peasy. And just like so, we're done with that mission. How many do we actually have left? Because, I believe it's 3 when we actually do our cut for our montage. So let's see here. Okay, so I know how much we have left. Okay, perfect. So now we just go to... Actually, let's do the fairy grounds and then we can do a cut. I know we did this before with us teleporting to the fairy grounds and the mission not being selectable because we didn't have the kindness because I forgot about it. But now that we actually have it, let's go do that since I messed up last time when we came back here, or came to here right after we did the Hamlin stuff. So let's go do this real quick. Because in 3, 2, 1, now that we have the kindness from Ding Dong Dell, we can actually give it to him. And 2 stamps is what we get for this one. I guess I'd better cast Give Heart and hand some over the kindness, huh? Yes, sirree, and let's give it on to him. And just like so, we are done with all the missions for the fairy grounds, just like so. And then we can finally head over to Castaway Cove. We'll do a small cut right after this, and we'll be over in Castaway Cove, and I believe we can head back to Hamlin after that, but we'll have the montage in between there, I think. I'm not entirely sure, so don't take my word on that yet, because I'm not entirely sure. Depends on how many journal missions we have left. I took a very small look at that, but I didn't get enough time to actually fully understand how many we do need to do still. Huh.
What the? Why is he not broken-hearted or something? How do?
Oh.
Sorry about before, ain't it? Have a nice day in that. For flip's sake, man, he's hardly changed at all.
Well, he, seems a little happier, don't you think?
Honestly, man, you got away for 5 minutes and the whole fairy race goes to pot. Come again, ain't it? Here's a present like.
3 Ruby Ripple ice creams and 300 guilders. Thank you. Service without a smile is now complete. Okay, so I'll see you guys very shortly because I have to do a small cut over to Castaway Cove since it is a small walk, so I'll be right back and I'll be right with you guys again. Okay, now back in Castaway Cove, we have this man right here, and he's the only mission in Castaway Cove at the moment. So let's see what he needs.
There's no reason for me to stay in this town. I shall leave and find another place where I might live on my own. Live on your own? What in the name of the ancients is this madness?
Is everything alright?
Perhaps you can make my brother see sense. He is claiming that he wishes to live alone outside of town.
Huh? But it's too dangerous. There's so many monsters out there.
I would rather live among monsters than them two-faced citizens of this town. Everyone here seems to think me a fool, and they tell me otherwise, but I do not believe a word. But that is simply not true, brother. No man thinks you a fool, not one. Silence. I do not believe you. I do not believe anyone in this town, and I have had enough of your lies.
He doesn't believe anyone at all, not even his own brother. It kind of sounds like he's broken-hearted, huh?
No doubt about it, Ollie boy. He's lacking belief, ain't it?
A man from Castaway Cove has become suspicious of his fellow residents, even his brother, and has decided to move away from the village, where the heart isn't, restore his belief, and stop him from leaving the village. Okay, we could definitely do that. No leaving Resident Evil's village here. I'm joking. I just watched the trailer for the gameplay trailer for Resident Evil Village, and I really want to play it now, and it's honestly still on the brain. It looks good. There's a demo for it, and I can't play it because it's PS5 only. They said there's maybe going to be a PC release for the demo, but it's going to be a completely different demo, I think, based on how it's worded. So I hope I'll probably watch someone play it since I don't have a PS5. Not yet, at least. I would like to get one in the future to maybe do, like, Persona 5 Royal or something like that. But let's see here. Alright, Mr. Drippy, let's go find him some belief. Yeah, let's definitely do that. And we already have that, so let's give him his little piece of heart that he's missing, and give him his little bit of belief that he's missing. And this is the one from Ding Dong Dell, if you're wondering. And just like so, here you go. And we're done with this mission now. And just like so, he's back to normal.
I was going to leave the home of my fathers. I was unable to trust anyone here. But you no longer feel that way, right? I do not. Dear brother, forgive me. I caused you a great concern, I'm sure. No, it would appear that you were responsible for bringing me to my senses. Thank you. Please accept this.
Okay, a Rise and Shine gem and 750 guilders. And just like so, 3 more stamps and another merit card. Thank you. And a bonus, actually. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be right back since I need to do another cut to wherever we're going next, because I'm not actually sure where we're going next. So BRB, boys and girls, and we'll be either doing the montage next or going to our next mission. So I'll see you guys very shortly. Hopefully it's the montage, because that means we've done everything. So BRB. Okay, now that we're done with the montage, and we actually did finish all of our missions, thankfully, this is actually the familiar that I ended up choosing in between both the Flutterbees. And this is the Midday Flutterbee, which is actually really cool. It's, based on between both of how the ones I had, The other one had very low magical attack, and this one's actually raising in the ranks of magical attack, thankfully. And also levels up really quickly, as it seems, but it has 2 weaknesses, but honestly, 5 movement speed seems pretty worth it for that. And it comes with a lot of wind-based spells, or storm-based spells, so honestly, it's pretty good. So the mission we're doing right now, if you're wondering, is actually, making medicine for the guy with the feel-good fungus. The reason why we're over here is because we actually have to go to this forest over here, and the hidden forest is actually this one right here. So, let's make our way into the hidden forest, and we can actually start doing this mission. So there is a thing that you need for this, and I'm going to explain it right now. You actually need a carrot cake, and if you want to make one of these, all you need is a cake, a regular cake, and 3 carrots. You can get the carrots from Alma Moon or Ding Dong Dell, if I remember correctly, and then you can also buy the cake from pretty much anywhere, and that's how you end up making one of these with the alchemy, if you're wondering. So, just if you need one of those for this mission, because you need one for this lady here. So, let's see here.
Can I help you?
I sure hope so. We're actually looking for some feel-good fungus. I heard you have some here in your forest.
Feel-good fungus? I know where you can find.
Gee, really? So would you mind telling us?
Forage feel-good fungus dangerous. You find only on top of big tree. Only my people can go. I get it for you.
Whoa, really? That sure is kind of you.
But I have requests.
Oh, sure. What can I do for you, miss?
I want special food. I want carrot cake.
Carrot cake?
My people here many rumor this very tasty. I swapped for a feel-good fungus 1 carrot cake. And 1 fungus.
Alright, it's a deal. We'll be back with your, thing before you know it. And just like so, we just give her carrot cake. Here you are, I got your carrot cake you wanted.
Carrot cake. Looks tasty, very tasty. Thank you. I got feel-good fungus for you, swap time.
And you have obtained feel-good fungus, and just like so, we're done with making medicine, basically. And there's also, this is over here as well, if you're looking for, Swain chest. If you go right here, you can actually shoot this chest right here, which is actually pretty cool. And then this one gives you a lightning rod. I believe this one gives you purifying pulse inside that chest. But let's actually make our way back to Hamlin, since that's where we need to go. So back to Hamlin once more, and we can finish off this episode now, since there's only 3 missions we gotta do. Since the other 2 are kind of impossible at the moment. So, let's go over to Dewey first, since we got everything he needs. So, the familiars that he needed were actually the ones I said that we had. So, we have Tin Man here, Clickety Clank, and Cog, but they also have names Baymax, Clunk, and Kling Clang. I couldn't think of a name for Clickety Clank. I was gonna name him Clank, kinda like Ratchet and Clank, but I couldn't think of a funny, the thing is the game already gives you that as a recommended one, so honestly, I just thought of a different one. So with that, let's see what Dewey wants. Sorry to keep you waiting, Derwin. I called him Dewey. Oops. Are these the critters you wanted?
This is simply marvelous. Science salutes you. Gaze at their cold, inorganic beauty. Behold the dull gleam of their bodies. They are perfect specimens. But I cannot gawp at them gormlessly all day. I must collect data. Lots of it.
Derwin?
It's no use. He's away with the fairies, Ollie boy. Nothing but creatures on his mind, that one.
Oh, apologies. I was momentarily absorbed in the matters which are too complicated to explain. Please accept this for your service to science.
Okay, we'll definitely take that. 2 sun drops, 2 planet drops. Still no uses for planet drops, but thanks, I guess. And 5 whole stamps. Thank you, buddy. Okay, done with that one. We need to go over to the feel-good fungus guy first, and then we can go and use that portal to come back. So let's go make our way over there, and we can go finish that up. Actually, I just thought of something. Because I went to the file that I finished all the bounty hunt missions, I actually have to do Horus again, but thankfully I don't have to do that on episode since I already did that for you guys, but I actually have to redo that dialogue for him so I could get my chest thing, so I need to remember not to forget that later. But let's see here. I say, sterling work! You have found the vital ingredient! Now 1 more push and I shall have this medicine to complete. Oh, to see my sister's smiling face. Well, I sure hope your sister's getting better soon. Now that I have everything I need, I should not take long to prepare the medicine. I am truly grateful to you, for what you have done. Please take this as a reward for your efforts. 2 cappuccinos and 1,000 guilders. Thank you, buddy. 5 more stamps. And just like so, there we go. Oh, we actually had another mission. We'll grab this for later, I think. Unless, actually, we can maybe do this one. Is something the matter, sir? I'm afraid things look rather bleak. With your assistance, I had finally managed to prepare the medicine for my poor ailing sister. Really? Wow, congratulations, sir. Now you just have to get it to her. Oh, well, yes, but there's the rub. The seas between here and Castaway Cove have been plagued by pirates of late. They say it's too perilous for ships to set sail. Jeepers, that's awful, but isn't there some other way to get this medicine to your sister? I have racked my brains, but cannot think of one. I have even considered swimming all the way there, for my poor sister. I would do anything. Whoa, but you can't swim all the way from here to Castaway Cove.
Hang on a minute, man. Before you go dusting off your swimming shorts, why not let us take care of those pirates for you? Right away, Ollie boy.
Pesky pirates. A Hamlin researcher is anxious because he's unable to deliver his sister's medicine to her. Agree to help the researcher with his problem. Oh, I didn't know there was another mission here. Okay, we'll grab that real quick. Really? You would take me up on one of those scoundrels yourself, but they're cold-blooded killers.
Don't go you worry about us. They don't stand a chance against Drippy, Lord High Lord of the Fairies, and his faithful human sidekick.
Well, if you're sure, I would deeply be indebted to you. The pirates are plaguing the sea route to the Castaway Cove. Reports say that there are a total of 5 full ships in their fleet. Please do be careful with you.
Don't worry about us. Those pirates won't know what's hit them, will they, Ollie boy?
Okay. Maybe we'll do that one for the final one then, for today's episode. That doesn't sound too hard. I actually didn't even know that was a mission. Okay, well, I'll take it, I guess. I wish I did know about that, though, because I would have wrote that down as a mission as I needed to do for this episode. Because I have them all written down for the order that I want to do it, and also how, which missions we need to do this episode and which ones we can't do. So, I actually didn't even know that was a mission. So, there's one that caught me off guard. Huh. Okay, we'll definitely do that soon. We do need to do the note guy, though, first, so let's go give him his diary back. We found your diary, mister.
But if I ever hear you say you lost your body diary again, you and me will have a proper falling out, boyo.
A charity boxing match between Drippy and this guy would be funny. You have my word as a gentleman. Then I shall never misplace this diary again. Now, please, take this. And there we go. Ooh, a set of gaudy claws. Ooh, that's a new upgrade for claws. And 1,000 guilders. Okay, thanks. 5 notes, stamps, and an extra bonus one. Thank you. But we're definitely going to see him again, let's be honest. Okay, so since we are having to go out to the ocean, I'm going to go take a skip. I'm going to see if we can even do it. And if we can't, we'll be going to the ending of this episode. So, BRB, boys and girls, I'll go see if it's possible for me to do it. And if not, we'll be at the end of this episode, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go, in Castaway Cove, with 3 pirate ships to do. Let's see if we can possibly do them. Hopefully we can. Yeah, we should be able to fight these guys. Okay, this should be easy. Okay, so this definitely should make it into the episode. So, if, well, this wouldn't be in the episode if I can't do it. So honestly, if you're seeing this, that means this actually works. So hopefully, yeah, this looks easy. Maybe the final one, because I believe the final one is a boss. Usually missions like this are kind of like that. Let's actually get ready for Demon's Fury, because that's actually a big attack. Let's go for this one since we're close to it. Give them an all-out attack. Make sure they go all in, because these little guys can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. And as long as you're hitting them and doing as much damage as possible, you can actually do quite a bit to these guys. And as long as you, like, kind of gang up on them, they really can't do much to you. I'm going to try and save all my mana for healing after fights, because honestly, I feel like that's a much better way of doing it. Okay, there we go. We're actually going to use our midday Flutterbee here, so you guys can actually see it. So let's use his new ability, Wind Tunnel. 33 mana, and a fierce wind cuts through enemy ranks, dealing storm damage. Look at this. Doink, 189 damage in one hit. That is useful. That's why I really like this Flutterbee. I don't know why people say it's a bad familiar. I know there's, like, better familiars you could use, but this thing attacks really quickly. Like, it attacks, like, that. Like, every single time. Every ability attacks really quickly every time I've used this thing. So honestly, I feel like it's not that bad of a familiar, because some people say it's bad, but I think it's mostly because the people that did get their hands on it didn't really understand how the familiar works, I think. They understand that it's, like, storm-based, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think they understand the idea of the familiar. It's more of a being able to dodge more often and deal a decent amount of damage, but at the cost of losing damage for the dodge chance, I think, is what it's supposed to be. So let's get rid of one of these guys. Easy. I love my little poison trinket, by the way. It's really good. Technically, it's not really a trinket because all of them have names. It's technically a fang, but honestly, anything that you can use that's not your normal, like, weaponry or shields, honestly, should count as a trinket, honestly, at the end of the day. So, honestly, the poison's really nice. Although you can't poison bosses for the most part, I don't think there's any boss you can. But honestly, it's really nice to have in general. And this time we were actually able to get all 3 of them in pretty much 1 stamina bar, which is actually pretty good. Although we did go in the recharge, but we actually got all 3 of them this time. And just like so, another ship done, and some more experience for us. And a couple more levels. We might end up getting another metamorphosis if we get to a certain level point, which would be kind of cool. I think maybe Go-Go is next, I think, for our metamorphoses, and that's 4 of them this time. Okay, this could be much more scary. Okay, we need to be a bit more careful here. Let's do Ray of Light here. I think it can attack multiple. Yeah, it can. Okay, so that was good. Okay, I need to actually back up a little bit because they're kind of ganging up on me a little bit. And this familiar is not the strongest in the defense, so I need to be a little bit careful. I can't wait till I actually get a familiar that's defense-based. That's what I'm going to be swapping out our little buddy, little Spooks for when we eventually get one. I think I want to use one of those little salamanders you get from the Temple of Tears. That's going to be one of the Mornstar location areas. So hopefully, yeah, I want to use one of those, if at all possible, because that actually looks like a fun familiar. And I heard those things have some decent defense. So I think I want to use one of those, because we do need a defense unit for Oliver, since the only thing that really has defense is little Spook here. But he's going to fall off pretty late game. He's like an early game familiar, and I remember this because I ended up not using him as much in the original series that we did. Because once we got our little, what do you call it? I forgot, I keep forgetting what his name was. I think it was Bruce. I think that was his actual name. But yeah, once we got Bruce, we pretty much stopped using Little Spook. So honestly, I feel like it might be better to just get him out early, because that's the whole point of him, is he's an early game familiar. And I think maybe throwing on something with like high defense would be a smart idea, since we really do need one of those. Because our defense for Oliver when it comes to familiars is not very high, and I'll be honest. Flutterbee has low defense, Felix doesn't have, or wait, I should say it right. Hollow doesn't have any defense, Felix doesn't have any defense, and Little Spook has decent defense, and he can defend because the other 2 are evades, but we don't really have much to help them, so honestly it does hinder them a little bit. So we need to find one more ship, and there it is, the big old pirate ship floating around at Mach 10 here. And thankfully we're at full health, so we don't need to worry. As long as we can chase this pirate ship down, we can actually do this. So get over here, buddy. I think we're a little bit faster than him, thankfully, and we got the advantage on him too. Captain Zombo, we need to get rid of him first. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, so yeah, go straight on this guy as fast as possible. All-out attack. We have a couple seconds to get a freebie here. Okay, I'm gonna use, Ray... Oop, don't send him out. I wanted to actually get the big hit there. Do a big chunk there. I'm gonna actually Dark Cloud him as well to blind him, so he can't attack. And just like so... Oh, we missed. Well, at least we got a big chunk of it. Ow. I got hit there, though. Okay, Captain Zombo is down. Easy. Okay, and now we just gotta deal with the Zombodo Swains that we were dealing with earlier. Demon's Fury. He's going for... Yeah, not me. Okay, perfect. I was worrying he was aiming at me, but thankfully he was pointing in an opposite direction. Technically, you can... Ooh. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, let's do a Ray of Light. He's using Stony Gaze. He canceled it. What are you doing, Swain? Swain, what are you doing? What was that? That's a waste. That was such a wasted awakening. Although he got full healed from that, but Stony Gaze does damage, I think. Wow, that was really bad, Swain. You can't be doing that, bud. That's a waste. And if you do that during a boss fight, I'm gonna actually be really salty. I'll be honest. Okay, I need you guys to attack and not use defensive familiars. Come on. I need you guys to actually hit these guys, because I'm the only one hitting them now. Okay, I need to swap out and heal myself. You guys attack, I'll heal myself real quick. Okay, perfect. Go back in with Felix, since Felix attacks fast. This guy's kind of blocking him. Okay, thankfully he moved out of the way from knockback. I guys don't... Okay, I guess you can heal me, I guess. Thankfully Felix attacks fast, so I don't really need my allies to help me here. but that's the reason why I have to use any kind of auto-attacking familiars, because the allies aren't always going to be helpful, and sometimes you're going to have to do all of the attacking by yourself. Although I did use mostly, Groot in the original series, which is now Ivern in this one. I do think that you should have a specific unit specifically made for auto-attacking on your team, but I do think it is a good idea to have a spell-based familiar in the in between, because it's honestly really good to have in general, due to the fact that one, spell-based familiars can be stronger than your main units, as you can see with the Flutterbee here, or Hollow. He has a 33 damage spell, and Oliver has nowhere even close to that. He has a level 12, but nowhere even close to a level 33 damage ability. So honestly, he's really high up there before Oliver's even close to there, even though Oliver has more magical attack than him, which is pretty cool. But let's see here. Hey buddy, we helped out with pirates.
We gave them pirates what for, just like we said we would.
You did? Why, this is an extraordinary feat. I salute you.
I wish you could have been there to see me in action. I gave them a left and then a right and then another left. Hundreds of them. They were no thousands, but they were no match for the fairies' flurby. Chunked them all overboard, I did.
Don't exaggerate, Mr. Drippy. You were just watching most of the time. Yeah, he was. He didn't even use, his ability, Tidy Tears, so he didn't even help this time. Although he probably did throw some green glims and blue glims, probably.
Flipping heck, Ollie boy, you really know how to pick your moments, don't you? You made me look like I'm all mouth and no trousers. Young people late today, I ask you.
You really are quite a pairing. I haven't laughed like this in a long time, but you have given me a far greater cause to smile than that. Because of you, my sister will have her medicine at last. I am inexpressibly grateful. I would like to thank you for all that you have done for me. This is for you. A pirate's cutlass and 1,000 guilders. Ooh, and 6 stamps there. Thank you, pesky pirates. There we go, and we are done with this guy, it seems. Cool, just like that. And let's see what the weapon he gave us is. Because another upgrade for, ooh, 165 attack. I'll take that and just throw this onto him, plus 33, and there we go, perfect. Oh, I love that. That is really good. I did not expect to get me a upgrade for my sword from that mission. And since we did, now Phalanx is basically in OP territory when it comes to things, because 39 attack from a weapon is really good at this point in the game. And I'm not used to that. Because usually I don't, when I originally did the series, I don't think I even did that quest until like later in the game. So I actually skipped that one till like late game, so I could have had that a lot earlier, I think. And now that we're done with all that, we can just go and do our claiming. So let's see here. I think, yeah, I already claimed all the bounty missions. So let's see here. We have 10 merit card stamps, so we can get 3 abilities here. Let's see here. What can we grab? I want Jackpot. I think that's one for sure. So it allows you to collect any glims that remain at the end of battle automatically. Yes, sirree, I want that. That is definitely one. That's a really good one. Jack at a pinch we really don't need. Cheap Jack might be good. Allows you to buy items in shops at a slightly lower price. Yeah, that would be good. For buying any kind of items, that would be really nice. And then I guess Jack-o'-lantern, since this one really doesn't matter, because I can just load up a save, instead of wasting money and trying to revive myself. Honestly, it's not worth, so honestly, Jack-o'-lantern's better here. Helps you strike fear into your enemies, causing them to drop more items, which is really good. That means more items for your alchemy, more items for anything like star drops, jumbo drops, anything. So that's really good. You have exchanged for each more merit stamps cards for Jack-o'-lantern merit reward. And just like so, we only have one more merit reward until we can unlock the rest of these. I do forget what these were. I think one of these is for flight. I think this is the flight one. And then once we get flight, I think you unlock the rest of these. Or you get 3 of them, I think, and then you can unlock the rest of them at the end game, I think. I forgot exactly when you get the rest, but with that, we're all done here for today's episode. Because I believe that's all the things we can do, because the courage thing is blocked for now. And this alchemy mission is for a item that I don't have yet, called a Jade Marble. And technically you can get one, but I just think it's so out of the way to get it right now, since I don't know if I'm leveled for the island that I have to go to, and you have to try and steal one off of an enemy called a Pike Tyke, and if you can, you can finish that mission. But the thing is I don't know if I can do that, so I'm just gonna skip over that for now and come back to that when we can, which will be the next time we do a Swift Solutions episode, or Bounty Hunt mission, or episode, or Side Quest mission, whatever you want to call them. But with that, we're all done with today's episode, and we're all done with Hamlin now, which means we can finally go to the Sky Pirate Space area now in the next episode. So, in the next episode, we will be finally meeting Kublai and fighting off with another boss, because I remember there being bosses there, because the Iron Wyvern, yeah, he's known for having dragons, or technically he's not called the Iron Wyvern, his boat is, but the Sky Pirates are very dangerous, and we get to fight off with a dragon in the next episode. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out. And I'm really looking forward to Kublai, because he's going to be fun, because I like me doing me piratey voice. Sorry, that was very scuffed, but let me try that again. I like doing me sky pirate voice. It's always fun to do one of these. And also, it reminds me of Bond 2 from Ni no Kuni 2 as well, since we played through that earlier this year, or last year, technically. But technically, it wasn't that long ago, but it was still fun to go through that game with you guys. But with that, I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we're done with our side quest mission, just like that. And see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.